So, keeping on this discussion a bit, do you think that classical chess is going to be phased out somewhat or even completely at some point?
I do think so. I mean, to some extent. I do like Magnus' suggestion of 2 games a day.
Which
Like
time control?
45 minutes or something like that, yeah?
Like, I thought about it. 45 plus 30 cannot work because you easily have games that last 120 moves. 120 moves, so that's 2 extra hours.
Those are anomalies. Like 120 move games are anomalies. Yes,
Yeah, but that's 2 extra hours. So that's like a game that lasts 3 hours and 30 minutes. And remember, like 45 plus 30, it's a very fast time control. So then this rook and bishop against rook, you can get there, you will play it out for sure, because...
So make it 45 plus 15.
Something like that, or 1 hour and 10 seconds, something like this. It's true that 10 or 15 seconds is not a lot.
Because my worry is, like, I like to lower the time control but keep the increment, because the increment ensures that people don't get screwed up in completely drawn-in games. Or just because this, I feel like, is
15 seconds is not enough, for instance.
Like, what about 30 plus 30?
30 plus 30? Yeah, but again, if you one game lasts 120 moves, and like in a round robin it's unlikely, but like in an open it's extremely likely, and that's already a 3 hours game.
But this is, so you'll have 2 3-hour games. Like, this is still a normal day at the office.
Could be.
I mean, we very often play 6-hour games if they go that long.
No, it works, I guess.
I guess you have a break in between that does add, but I've very often played 6.5, 7 hour games.
It's true. It could work. Like, and again, I think it's not about the exact details, but the idea of having, you have 1 white, 1 black. I don't think you do tie breaks after that, but you can add it, like if you don't want the players to have a draw between each other. But then I don't like it so much, because then it's an Armageddon with like 30 or 45 minutes best time. It's a bit strange for classical.
Yeah, I don't like these super long Armageddons.
So you can just decide to keep draws for that for now. And I think you get a lot more action. I think the opening theory is still very dominant, but at least you can come back and you can take more risk.
Also, it's not really dominant. Like, I'm thinking about, like, during this event, I really did not prepare.
Yeah.
Just like very general, like deciding my opening. I mean, general opening knowledge is very important.
Of course.
But like deep preparation almost never happens.
No, deep preparation doesn't. And what I mean, opening preparation is still very important, but you can turn things around, and more importantly, you can take risk in your opening choices. Whereas in classical, it's much more difficult, like in the 6-hour games, because if you take a risk, you can just get punished very blatantly.
Yeah, remember, I mean, even very slight changes make a huge impact. At the American Cup, you just simply don't have the second time control. And a lot of players were, especially Naka, for example, he was playing the Kalashnikov, taking a lot of risks.
He was doing this generally, also Norway chess. I think he just prepared it.
And in Grand Swiss, he did against Eric Gaze in the last round, I think.
Yes. But again, it does feel like even with very, very slight, minute details being changed, a lot of players will consider taking more risks for sure. So